What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Cuddy Gaming live stream. And yes, you guys can hear me because I want you to. Anyways, I hope you guys are excited for today because we have some shit gonna go down, I think. Um, we are together on this special day to possibly expand our party a little. Possibly. Anybody's. I'm trying to be secretive and it's not working. No one's saying anything. No reactions. This isn't cool anymore. Anyways, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. And if you're new, or if you haven't done so yet, please smash that like button. And we'll go ahead and jump into the recap. Um,
What the hell do you mean expand your party?
well, now we get a reaction for what I said?
Oh, I
Jeez.
wasn't here.
Cheese and rice. Anyways, look at that sexy. Oh, she just flipped.
Did
Just
you
so you
add
know,
somebody
no.
to the Discord?
No, I didn't add anyone to the Discord. Darian did just flip me off, though. Oh, there she is again. Look at
I
that.
seen it. I seen
Look
it.
at that. Yeah.
All right, let's get it going.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think Brad's back yet, so we will do the recap. Um, a lot of things happened. They ended up defeating Baylor. Thanks to Stargirl's what she said. No, it was because of everybody.
No,
And
thanks
your guys'
Everyone.
help
to
as well.
Leatrix, not Stargirl. It was
Sorry,
Leatrix that did it.
Leatrix.
Yeah, with your guys' help.
But
Don't let them fool you.
everyone did pretty well. They ended up defeating the army of Baylor, defeating Baylor himself, um, and they recovered um, Nigel's body, or if you want to call him by his real name, Ligon. Um, Akir is pretty distraught that the genie is not there anymore. He actually was pretty upset with Jonathan, or now people know him as Pericles, his real name. Uh, So Pericles and everyone convinced Akir that he's still in the mountain. Um, that they found out that he's still in the mountain, that he's different now, but he can't leave. So they are going back to the cave where they got the weapon to help defeat Baylor and possibly get Akir's son's soul back in his own body and the curse lifted. Um, some flashbacks happened. Pericles ended up seeing some things about Leatrix when he tried to teleport them, feared him off. Leatrix found out a little bit more about herself, about her past, because she can't quite remember everything. We ended the session with them sitting in front of where the cave appears um, every day at only a couple hours a day, about noon is when it shows up. So we ended it with did we ended it when they just woke up, I believe.
It was right before the cave was gonna start
Yeah.
opening up.
Yeah,
So
we hit the
yep,
long rest button.
yep. So everyone had a long rest. It's right before noon. Everyone's getting ready for the cave to open and see what happens. And is Torben back with us?
I think he's still eating his dog.
Yeah, if not, I
Yeah.
think we can start off and we can kind of start talking without him.
Yeah, go ahead. It's about an hour before noon. We'll go with that.
I'm back.
Oh, Torben's back. So go ahead and you guys can role play. It's about 11 o'clock, so you got about another hour till the cave opens.
Akir's still just sitting in the same spot, holding Lugan's body, just looking towards where the cave is. And Nigel's chilling.
I'm gonna look at everyone kind of around and ask, does anybody know how we even get the body or him back in the body when we get in there? Or are we just gonna wait on the wizard?
Well, that's kind of what we're coming back here for, because this guy said that he knew how to do that. That's why we're coming back in here to find this guy.
If
And
it
he promised
doesn't,
me that he was going to tell me how that's done.
okay.
Yeah.
Are we even sure that this cave's gonna open again? Hopefully.
It should. He said it opens every day at the same time. So I guess all we can do is wait and see.
Well, hopefully we don't have any stupid games to get through this time. I'm going
Right.
in again. Did
Well,
anybody forget about that?
with you here with us, I think it's gonna be relatively easy to get through.
Oh, I hope so.
Right. So uh, I kind of wanted to ask you about something.
Ask me.
Ooh.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Are you trying to be quiet about this, or are you just blurting it out?
Yeah, you just gonna let it go.
I haven't started being quiet now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
And then
Nigel's passive perception's a 20. Just so you know.
I'm gonna look around. Right. Can I talk to you then a little more private?
Okay. So we're gonna kind of walk away from everybody.
Right. So we're gonna walk away from everybody far enough
Okay.
that no one can hear us.
Okay.
So when we teleported here, you had a vision, and I saw it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw the. You know what I'm talking about. I saw you. I saw the demons. I saw the war. I saw the armies. I saw everything. I know what you've seen before that, but I seen that one.
That's something that I do not remember. It's news to me, just like it is to you.
Right. Well, that's what I figured. Is it's a version of you that's in the past that you don't remember, and it's just flashback memories. But
Mm-hmm.
are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I mean, I'm just as good as any other day. I don't know why I wouldn't be.
Just making sure.
Did
There's
you
another
see
thing.
anything other than that?
No, I just saw that flashback of your memory. That's kind of what took all my energy away. It didn't seem to have as much of an effect on you, but it drained the holy living hell out of me.
Well, I'm sorry that it drained the crap out of you. That wasn't my intentions. I'm still learning what's going on.
Right. No, it's fine. It's not your fault. Probably won't be grabbing onto your bow anytime soon. But
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
There's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out the First King's journal. I'm gonna flip to the back page, and then I'm gonna hand it to her.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What is
right
this?
right there, it's the lineage of you and the First King.
Wait,
There's
what?
there's you, the First King. There's your sons, and one of them that's my grandfather. And then it shows his son, which is my father. And then it stops there. It doesn't have me on there, but
Wait, are you trying to tell me that we are somehow related in some weird way?
he, I think so.
No wonder I can see you compared to everyone else. I always
What do you
wonder
mean?
that. I can see you perfectly. Everyone else I can't see.
Like actually see me?
Yeah, I can actually see you. I can't see anybody else, but I can see you perfectly.
I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't understand it, and I didn't think it was really that important that anyone needed to know.
It's fair.
I guess that was on me in a way because I just kind of left myself a mystery for you guys because, I mean, to myself, I am a mystery as well. I don't know a lot about myself. I'm just learning
Right.
things.
Right. Well, here's one more thing that you know about yourself now. But think because this was I know you don't remember it, you don't remember him or anything, but this was your husband's journal. I think it'd be fair if you had it instead of me.
Well, I I like the gesture, but I mean, it was given to you for a reason.
Right. Well, I mean,
Maybe
we kind of both found it, remember? And I just held on to it.
true. Well, and I mean, have you read through it?
Um, just as much as you know, me and you read through it together, and then I looked through a few more pages, and I found this family tree in the back. That's all really.
Did you have no clue about your family until this point?
Honestly, I don't remember my father talking much about my grandfather, hardly at all. I didn't know him. The only family that I know beyond anything is my father. I know my mother's side pretty well, but my father's side, he always told me that it was something that he would tell me when I was ready for it. But then, as far as I knew, he had been killed in war. But come to find out, the bastard's alive, and I'm gonna go find him and have a few choice words with him about that.
Well, let's see what we can do to help everybody, and maybe we can, when we go back in, we can put more pieces back together and figure out what's going on. Because I'm just as shocked as you are. Because I'm
Right.
just learning new things.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Anyways, yeah, we'll figure out what's happening. We'll try to piece it together. But I thought it'd be fair that you know about this.
Thank you for letting me know, but I think for now, until we know more, we should keep this to ourselves and not tell the rest of the group.
Right. I agree. That's kind of why I wanted to talk to you way out here.
Makes sense. Well, why don't we regroup with everybody? I think it's about time for that to open and we can see what we can do. Hey, did anything in that book say anything about putting a body back in together? Do you know?
DM did it.
Not that you've seen.
No, not that I was not that I seen in there. No,
Okay.
it was mostly just talked about you and the First King coming over to Alexandria and building your empire, and then you falling under some kind of curse with that weapon and everything, and that's all it was more of a diary more than anything.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely have to see what we can do to get his body back because I know Akir really trying for it.
Right, and he might try to kill me if we can't get it done.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that, so we might want to get the body back together as best as
Yeah.
possible.
Yep, I agree. All right, well let's go ahead and head back.
Okay, and then
And
head back
then
over to everybody else.
yep.
So as the party's sitting there, they see out of the trees Pericles and Leotrix come back out. Um, Leotrix kind of looks, just kind of has her head down just a little bit, but as you can't see her eyes, you can't quite tell what's going on. Pericles walking like normal, head up, held up high, and kind of into himself, kind of thing. Thinks he's hot shit. He's
A little bit.
so he walks up back up to you guys. They all do. Leotrix kind of stays back towards the back and stops a little bit further behind everybody as Jonathan or Pericles, sorry, is back with the party.
I'm just gonna sit there and just kind of in a half meditative state and just keep an eye on the door, waiting for time.
Okay, so time goes by. The sun hits about where noon is for you guys, and as it hits it, you notice it hits the side of the cliff where the cave opens. And as the sun starts to go up above it, the shadow, the actual cave entrance starts to appear. You can see a hole as it goes up. You actually feel a rush of air coming out, like it was trapped in there the whole time, and now it's just kind of hits you. You feel current coming through it. And then a few minutes go by, and it's the sun's the whole entrance is uncovered now, and you can see into the cave. That mist that you guys saw before is actually not there. It is gone, and you can see it's just dark as you go in.
I'm gonna stand up and look around like, all right, it's time. Let's do it. And I'm gonna just walk in.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah,
I'll pick
pick
up my
up
bundle.
Ligon's body and then start walking. Nigel's right. Nigel will wait for everybody and be the last one.
Heading in.
So everyone enters.
Let- Let's do this, guys.
Everyone goes in the cave, and it actually looks different. It just a straight narrow cave that's about 10 feet wide, kind of narrows in some places. It looks like it was mined now. But there's no torches on there, and there's the statues and all that. The doorways are all gone as you enter. And which all of you have night vision or dark vision?
No,
Sorry. Not dark
Akir doesn't.
I know.
Okay, Leotrix and
I do.
I have advanced.
okay, and actually you
Yeah.
technically have advanced too, for reasons unknown. Anyway.
Nigel's just leading Akir. I think Akir's probably the only one that doesn't have it.
Okay. So it went. Pericles was first, and then who went after? I'm assuming Akir and.
Yeah, I'll go behind
Yeah.
Akir.
Okay. And
Or I
then,
mean,
and then
Barclay, sorry.
Torben sucking hind tit with Leotrix.
I guess.
Okay. So.
Wow, say it that way.
I guess. So as you guys
Well, she's
enter.
got no interest at this point, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay. So as you go in, and Leotrix goes in there, Torben, since you're right next to her, pretty much, you do notice like a very light blue, like light coming from her. It's very light, but as you go into the darkness, you do notice it.
Oh, you're looking particularly bright today.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
You're glowing a little bit.
Am I now?
Yeah, it's like a blue glow.
As you look at yourself, you do notice it.
Oh, maybe I can light the way for us.
It doesn't give off a lot of light. You just can see pretty much the outline of yourself.
I'm guessing I hear that, and I just kind of glance back to see, and then I look forward, and I just keep walking,
Okay. So,
looking for any signs of the guy that I forgot his name now.
As you guys keep going, You do notice like some bones and stuff as you go on the floor.
Do they look like Goliath bones?
No,
Okay.
just they're animal bones, is from what you can tell.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna keep pressing forward.
Okay,
Yep, keep walking.
everyone else.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Well, we're
The
following
further we
behind.
get in here, the more nervous I get. I'm gonna start looking for traps.
Go ahead and roll if you want to do that.
That's 25.
Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It just looks different than when you guys were there before.
Okay.
I just
And
hope
Do I
we don't have to play those.
plus the bones that you've seen, I guess. So.
Right.
I'm gonna ask,
Um.
because I'm clear back in the group. I'm gonna ask, do we have to play the stupid games again? Do you notice anything, or can we just continue?
Right. Not that I can tell. There's no doorways anymore. I think we just keep pressing forward until we find what we're looking for.
Sounds good to me.
So I'm gonna press forward.
Okay. So as you guys walk, seems like a good 15, 20 minutes. You do notice a door, a big wooden door, stands. So the cavern opens up a little bit more. Maybe it's like 20 feet tall, and the door is exactly the width and the height of the cave now. The door is pretty old looking oak with steel and iron kind of embedded into it. And you do notice an insignia on it. And if you guys all want to roll a history check to see what the insignia is.
I'm down.
This isn't the same doorway that we originally
24.
came
It
through.
looks a little different.
24.
Akir doesn't give a
29.
shit. He's just
I rolled a 20 on that.
Leatrix, Leatr. Nah, you're fine. Okay, so everyone except Leatrix and Nigel recognize this as the first
and
king's.
Akir didn't roll.
Oh, and Akira.
Akir's
It's
Akir's
you
just
guys
focused on.
recognize the symbol as the first king's symbol, like sigil.
I'm gonna
First king of Alexandria, the one that founded the country.
I'm
I've seen
gonna
this before.
look for any kind of traps or see if the door's locked or anything.
Okay, so you just put your hand on it to check, or you just overlooking it real quick.
Well, I'm gonna check for traps first.
All right, go ahead.
It's a natural 20, so 30 altogether.
Okay, you don't notice any traps. You do feel a magical presence from the inside, but the door don't feel magical at all. The
Okay,
door itself feels fine.
I'm gonna try to open it. Is it locked?
No, it pushes open.
Okay, so I'm gonna open it.
And you do notice that it opens in the middle, so they're double doors, and it opens in towards. So as you push it open, it opens and then it stops. As you guys look inside, you notice torches all around in a big circle. This room is like, it seems like it's like 50 by 50 big room.
Mhm.
And it's round. It's all marble and laced with gold. White marble
Ooh.
laced with gold everywhere. You notice that the stairs that were in the middle originally, where the weapon was at the top, are still there, but they're more fine looking. And it goes up, and you notice a throne with somebody sitting in it at the top.
I'm gonna walk in. Can I see who it is sitting at the top?
You could roll a perception check to see if you can see who it is, if you can see him clearly or not.
19.
Yeah, you recognize him. He has a lot of the same features as the Goliath that you guys brought in, the genie, but he's not a Goliath. He's an elf.
Do I, from reading the journal, do I know the first king's name?
No,
He never said his name on there.
no, it just said the king.
Even in the lineage in the back of the book.
It just said the king.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk in. As soon as I get to How tall are the steps? How high does it go?
So the stairs go about 20. There's about 20 steps.
Okay. So as soon as I get to the bottom of the steps, I'm gonna drop to a knee and bow my head.
Okay.
I'll just look at Pericles.
So all of you guys enter the room.
Yeah.
All of you.
I don't bow though.
Okay. So who was next in line? Akir and Ligon and then Nigel.
Nigel. Yeah.
So if you guys want to roll to see if you know who that is, or if you don't want, if you don't care, then
Well, if I knew the sigil, right?
yeah, you got those that knew the sigil
Nigel don't
have
know
an
shit.
idea of it, who that could be up there.
Akir will just go up to Pericles. That
Okay.
don't look like the genie.
That's him.
And you recognize.
And I'm gonna look up. He changed once I freed him. He was the embodiment
Yeah, Nigel don't know who that is.
of the original first king.
I'll just
And
start
now that
walking
he's
up to it. I'll just start walking up the stairs with the body.
As you approach the stairs, you actually feel a force that stops you. Like it won't let you advance.
I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna say, Your Grace, can I have your permission to approach?
You noticed he kind of had his head down. He was kind of sitting with his hand like this, and he looks up. And he kind of bows. Like, yeah, he didn't say anything. He just.
Give me a sec.
And he is waiting.
Does he do,
As
does
soon
he
as I
say it
see
just like
his,
that?
Yep.
as soon as I see him
I'm
nod,
waiting.
do I still feel that force?
Yes.
Alright, well, as soon as he nods, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna make my way up the steps.
Okay, and you actually proceed.
As he walks by me, I'm gonna trip him.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay,
I'm
I was
not
gonna say,
going to.
roll to see if he did. Okay.
Maybe if he wasn't pissed off right now.
Okay.
I'll make my way up the steps until I get in front of the king.
Okay. You notice he's still sitting there. Now he's looking at you. As you look at him, you notice the blonde in his hair. A lot of it is actually turned white from what you pictures and stuff. His long blonde hair is turned more white and stuff. You can tell he's aged. He looks very tired in the eyes. His armor's still shiny. He's wearing what looks like plate armor mixed with a little bit of chainmail. And you noticed the sword, like he doesn't have a sword on his hip, but you notice the hilt of the sword that was there, and you don't see any weapons on him. He's just sitting there
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking at you. And, how may I help you?
Your Grace, as a clarification, you were the genie, no?
He was a part of me, yes.
I assumed. Then you probably know what I have to ask of you.
I do.
My friend, he needs help.
Well, Pericles, a promise is a promise.
I'll
Please
bow my head to him as he says that.
lay the body down on that stone table. And as he points over, where you saw it was just smooth and stuff, all of a sudden appears a stone table. Just kind of comes up out of the ground. Please.
I'm gonna look down. Akir, put him on the table.
I'll go. Does it look like the table the sorceress was using?
Hmm.
I'll go put
Similar,
him on the body.
similar, just a little bit. This one looks more like it looks more aged.
Okay. I'll go lay him down on the table.
And as you get up to the table, you notice certain writing around it.
It looks
It's
very similar, right? I've seen
it's
all this, right?
yeah, but this writing is not in regular Elvish. It's more ancient looking, and it circles the whole table. The where you laid him down is very very smooth, um, and then it comes around and it looks a lot more rough rock and stuff, marble underneath, and but it does look like as you lay him down, the writings kind of light up.
Okay. And then I'll tell or Nigel to come over and stand next to the table as well.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, as you lay him down, the letters start to glow a little bit. Not real bright, but you notice them light up into like a faint orangish yellow color. Um,
Did you hear
and
me when I told you? I told Nigel to come stand next to the table as well.
um, yeah. So as he
Okay,
goes up there, nothing happens with Nigel.
I know.
He looks. So the king looks at um, Pericles now. On the other side, and he points. Have his soul, the whatever soul's in, lay on that table. You guys look at the other side of the room. You noticed another table similar to the one that just was there pop up.
I'm gonna look down. Nigel, lay on the other table.
Nigel will go over.
And so as this table
Colton, I'm gonna
pops up,
text you something.
this other table, Leatrix, you had a vision, like a memory come back to you that you recognize this.
Okay.
And so you kind of go in, like your eyes start as Torben and Grizz, you guys are by her. You do notice that her eyes kind of burn brighter green
We see
through
your eyes. I
no
thought she was wearing the.
through the bandages. You see
Okay,
it like
gotcha.
just glow, kind of like a neon green. Excuse me. And then as quickly as it came, it goes away. Leatrix, you're back. Um, you recognize this, and I
Okay.
need you to roll a Constitution save. That's Constitution saving throw? Yeah, Constitution saving throw. I think I rolled the right one. Yeah, you did. Okay. Um,
Nice roll.
you
It's a lot better than last time.
you feel
I
a lot.
know.
You feel
Right.
like you feel a lot like yourself, and you feel inclined to help if you. So yeah.
Okay. Before we do this, guys, I just got to say that I have a feeling that there's going to be a price to pay for doing this. Who, what, whatever it is, I don't know, but something's going to happen and it's going to go down.
I'm gonna say what makes you think this. Have you seen this before?
I just had a vision of like I've seen this before, and last time this went down, there's consequences. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice something to make this work.
I'm gonna look to the king. What's next?
Now, as the embodiment of the soul lays on that table, pick who's going to do the ritual.
I will do it.
Usually, it's someone of closeness to this person, because then that's when the ritual is the strongest.
I don't remember seeing these.
But
Also, it'd have to be.
anyone can do the ritual, but it's more successful if someone who knows him and is closer to him can do it. But that is up to you guys. You may discuss it with them, but the time is coming where it needs to be done. Because
I'll do it.
once the cave closes,
What are they for? Your
you
nose
have
is
to wait until the next day to do it.
I don't think we're talking about it.
so.
I'll approach. I'll get as close as I can unless I feel the force on his father. I think I'll need to do it.
Okay. Let's not say I didn't warn anybody that something was gonna happen. I don't know what, but something.
Pericles, because you did say that you would do the ritual. You hear Akir say this, so um, yeah. Well,
I'll
I'm
approach.
gonna.
I'll approach Pericles.
so you don't feel the force, and you actually were able to climb the stairs.
Okay. I'll approach him. I'm sorry I got mad at you. I I'll thank you for everything you've done for me and my son. I think it's my time to do this. I need to get him back.
I know I don't
How?
know him as well as you, but I do have a connection with him. You you trusted him to me. And
I'll,
like you said, I am the smartest one in the party. I wouldn't have done what I did if I thought it wasn't gonna work out in the end. You know that.
but
I can
I'm
I
also
will let you do this if you want to, but I can do it.
I got this.
And I I can let you live the rest of your life with him. I
got
can do
this.
it.
And so as you say this, he does say, like Leotrix said, I don't know what it is, but there is a consequence for whoever does the ritual. No one knows what it is because this is the first time it's ever been done.
And why does she have a memory? Never mind. Look,
If you want to know why she has a memory of it, ask her.
Guys, we're wasting broad daylight to get this done. Remember, if we don't get it done in time, we
I'll
can't do it until tomorrow.
I'll look at the king. Akir will do the ritual.
Okay.
Only
Akir,
fair.
lean in. And as he says that, he pulls out his hand and puts his hand on top of Akir's head, closes his eyes, and all you guys just see a glowing, light blue glowing that you guys see similarities with Leotrix when she uses the bow, and you notice that it kind of surrounds Ikir's head. His head starts to glow, and if it's okay with you, I will take over Akir from here.
Okay.
Okay.
Pop off.
So
Shit's going down, guys.
Akir
It's
opens
going
his
down.
eyes, and they're just blue. They're that blue color, and he nods to the king, which is odd for everybody
I'm
because he
listening. I
wouldn't
just gotta go
nod
check on my
to
brace.
anybody. Kind of nods, doesn't say anything, walks down the stairs, and he takes a knee. What looks like on the floor, all of a sudden, there's these lines that just kind of appear. You guys notice runes and sigils all around the room now. And the one that he kneels in surrounds him. It's a circle. He kneels down, puts his hand down, and in a language no one, well, besides, I guess if you guys recognize the language from before, it's of ancient Elvish language he speaks.
Right. I think me and Beatrix were the only ones that understood ancient Elvish.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand it.
okay, so yeah, Torben does. That's right. Torben knows it. I remember him saying that last time. And Grizz, this all sounds like gibberish to you. Um, but he kneels down and in what sounds like almost a different voice, he says, "Let these two souls be free, for the curse to be lifted. Please take thee." And he repeats it 4 times. And as he says it the fourth time, you noticed all the lines, the runes, and everything around the room glow a goldish blue color all around. And you notice that it all started centered around Akir. It all flows out and into the other two pedestals. You notice it surrounds the two bodies there, so now they're all glowing. And the last thing that anyone hears is, "I'm free." The lights all kind of, and it's so bright that it actually blinds the blindless, or the blinded.
Who said I'm free?
Oh, that's just all you guys hear is "I'm free," is all it says. And it's so bright, everyone covers their eyes. Even Leatrix, who is blinded, covers her eyes. It's too bright. And as you guys do this, you notice the throne, everything is gone. Even Akir's gone.
Oh no, I'm falling 20 feet now. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
guys are all in a room. It looks just like a regular cavern. You see stalagmites, all that stuff. It just looks like a regular cave now. You guys do notice Ligon's body in the middle. The automaton, everything else is gone, even Akir. But Ligon is still laying on the middle of the floor with his eyes closed. And
I'm gonna run up to him.
okay,
Can I do a medicine check, see if he's breathing or
yep,
see?
go ahead.
Natural 20.
Okay, you do notice he's breathing. He actually starts to open his eyes. You notice that the color in his feathers start to come back. You noticed that some of the decay that was there on the body from before is gone. He's completely healed. He looks like he's fully healed. He's just he wakes up and sees you standing over him.
Ligon, can you hear me?
So it worked.
Ligon.
Go ahead. I'm not
It
controlling it. So.
it worked then.
Mhm.
All right, let me change the race. My guy.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? So the king's gone.
Yeah,
Akir's
everything
gone.
like that whole place just looks like a cave. Everything's gone. The only two people that are missing it, well, technically three, because the automaton's body's gone as well. You noticed the automaton and Akira are gone, and you noticed that the king is gone.
Okay.
The throne isn't there. All you see is like a rock that looks like what was the stairs kind of go up, and then it's flat
Mm-hmm.
at the top. They're not stairs anymore. It's just like a rough rock all the way up. All even the door that you guys entered in is gone. It's just an open cave all the way out.
Ugh. How do am I exhausted? Like what's
No, you seem perfectly fine. Like you don't feel hurt. You feel like your normal self.
Okay, this is the weirdest picture ever. I feel like Nick
Is she
years
looking
old.
at me?
No, she's looking at a. She found a picture of my third birthday, I think.
Oh, with
Yep,
me.
my third birthday. Andrew's standing there holding the football.
Oh,
You and
I know.
Logan are sitting right next to me.
I knew I was in it.
So I open my eyes and
You hear?
Pericles is
Yep.
sitting over me.
Yeah, you hear him. Can you hear me?
Did it work?
I'm just gonna smile. I did. Get her back. And I'm gonna kind of look around.
I'll sit
But
up.
I'm not sure what happened to Akir.
I'll look around. Do I see anything?
It's pretty dark because I don't think Corvums have dark vision.
No.
So it's
I
actually
lost my dark vision.
it's all pretty dark, so you can't really see.
Dark vision?
Yeah, dark vision.
Yeah.
Dust Corvums don't have dark vision.
So because he was an automaton who had it, now he doesn't have it.
Oh, so he doesn't have it. Got it.
So he doesn't
Yeah.
have it. So as he looks around, it's just dark. He can't see anything. He can't even see his own hand in front of him. It's so dark.
Somebody light a match. Something get some light in here for this.
I'm
So
gonna.
people with dark vision.
Technically, he can see his hand, so there's a little bit of light because you could see Pericles above you. Sorry, but you can't see anything past him. So like a few feet.
I'll go ahead and pull out
So-
my torch and
Okay.
light it. And I think I still have one. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, and then light it.
Okay, so as you notice the flame erupt and lights up a torch, you notice Grizzly holding a torch. You notice Leotrix standing there, Pericles and Torben, but that's all you see.
And then I'll hand it to Legan and say welcome back.
Oh yeah, I gotta change his name.
Don't worry about it. I know what it's like to change your names every now and then.
Do you have some type of personality disorder? Is that why?
Leotrix.
Something like that. It's more of
Leotrix.
a
So
joke.
as
Sorry, what'd you say, Chris?
What was that?
I wanted to ask Leotrix a question.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is there a reason why you and your husband, the king, don't talk? You just kind of seem to stay
don't
back at the
remember.
back and didn't want to say anything.
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't like I said, I woke up one day and the past is slowly coming back to me. So one of these days, I'm sure I'll figure out why we don't talk.
So, okay.
I do know he can't leave this cave though. So unfortunately, he's stuck here.
Has he
I like
tried to reach out to you?
I'm gonna help Ligon to his feet.
I'm gonna start yelling, "Dad, Dad!" And I'll just like frantically look around. I'll start walking around the cavern, see if I can find anything.
You don't notice anything. Go ahead and do an investigation check.
20.
Okay. You don't notice anything, but you do notice another air current. What seems like the cave goes in further, where there could be a different entrance. You do notice on the other side of the cavern is another cave that goes deeper into the mountains.
I'm gonna walk up to Ligon.
I watch him do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to Ligon. I'm gonna look at him. You wanna go see if we can figure something out? Because I have no idea what. I don't no idea what happened.
Do we
I
even
tried-
know where they went?
No. Well, you said he can't leave the cave. Got to be in here somewhere, and I'm hoping he might know what happened.
Yeah, I'll think we need to get going, and I'll just start.
Yeah, I agree.
leading the group with my Grizz's torch.
I'm gonna stay right behind him.
I'm following. I'll go.
How old is Ligon's body?
So his body should
He's
be
27.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should be in his 20s.
Oh, okay.
So he looks very similar to Akira. He's just a little taller
Right.
and beefier.
I was just
Better
making
looking
sure it
probably,
wasn't
too.
like a
feathers are more
kid's body.
colored. The feathers are more colored as well.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
because you could tell he's a younger Corvum.
Right.
But yeah, you
Okay.
could tell that he's a little beefier, muscle wise, and he's taller as well.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick right behind him, and I'm gonna use control flame, and I'm gonna make his torch a little bit brighter,
Okay.
so he can see a little bit further with it.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
I
I'll
can check it.
actually hold on. How far does the torch
It should be
go out?
30,
Is it 15?
30 feet.
Right, I can go ahead and scout if needs be.
I think torches go out 30 feet, but yeah.
10 feet.
I think it's 10 feet of bright light and 10 feet of dim light.
Oh, maybe
So I'm actually gonna snuff the torch out and hand it back to Grizz, and I'm gonna cast my cantrip light
Oh, yeah, that works.
on because it's a 20-foot radius of bright
Yeah,
light and
that one's
another
brighter.
20 of dim. And I'm gonna cast it on my shield and hold my shield out. Wait, I don't have a shield. My axe, my battle axe. I'll just hold my battle axe, and it's bright now.
Okay. You guys went deeper in the cave, or are you guys going back out?
Yeah, we're going
We're
deeper.
going back.
We're going deeper.
We're going to the cave.
Okay. So as you guys go into the cave, sorry, did you guys want to role play, or do you want to continue?
What?
Well,
Yeah, I'll roleplay a little bit.
Okay.
I'll
But-
say that. Hey, I think I should go first. Check stuff out.
I'm okay with that.
Can I cast light multiple times? Yeah, it's not a concentration. Do you want some? I guess. Yeah, never mind. I'm the only one that probably can't see in the dark. So
Yeah, I basically disappear.
Yeah, you guys see Torben just run off into the dark, and like as he's running to get ahead, you guys don't hear even his footprints, like footsteps hit the ground. He's just so quiet, he just flies like he's flying, pretty much. And he disappears like that.
I'm perceiving my surroundings, see what I can see.
Okay. You just notice the same thing that you guys as you came in, Torben. You just see bones here and there, and it's just you notice that the cavern seems like it's getting a little bit narrower. Instead of like 20 feet wide, it actually went to about 10 as you guys kept going.
But it's still straight.
Yeah, it's still straight. There's no turns. There's no ups or down. It doesn't feel like it goes up or down. It's just straight. You notice
Can I
that
still?
the flooring seems a little bit more rougher than when you guys first went in. Like this one's less traveled, maybe.
So I'll keep within viewing distance of them, which is about 80 feet.
Okay.
So
And then what were you perceiving, Pericles? Silence. He was perceiving silence.
nothing. Yes. Do I notice anything about the bones? Are they just human or
uh, no, they seem like they're animal still. That you notice.
animal bones? Or
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Ah, stupid camera.
I'm gonna perceive. So how old are they?
I mean, old enough where they look like they're dried out.
Have they been positioned there, or were they just like something ate them and they're?
They're just they're scattered around, so they look like They could have been placed there, but they're like kind of just scattered around.
Mm,
They're not
I'm
in a
guessing I
row.
see these two.
Yeah, as you guys are walking, you guys notice this as you're walking. He's just
Okay, and then with my 29 perception that I rolled, do I see any animal tracks or any signs of what left these bones?
no. The flooring that you're on is actually just rock, so you don't see any footprints, nothing like that.
Okay.
You don't see any
I don't see
scratch
like any
marks.
scratches. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, we keep chugging along.
Well, I'm gonna look like I guess Pericles is right behind me. What happened? The last thing I on remember is just laying down on the table, and then me waking up, and you were right above me.
Well, you lay down and they're trying to figure out who was gonna do the ritual, and I was gonna do it, and I had planned on doing it that way. If something did happen to the person doing the ritual, you'd be able to stay with your father. But the king said that there's a chance that it wouldn't work if I did it. That your father, because he knew you in your life, he knew you very intimately, very deeply. He that was the best chance of success in the ritual. So your father, obviously being your father, he volunteered for it, and after I argued with him for a minute, he made a good point that he was the best option for it to make sure that the ritual would succeed. So he went down, started saying his words, started casting the ritual, um, freeing your soul from the curse. Very specifically, he said, "Free these two souls," and I'm not sure because there is no soul in your body. So the ritual, I don't know if it took his soul as well. And then the last thing that I heard was, "I'm free," and I'm not sure if it came from him or you, or it was just kind of an ambient sound around the room. I just heard, "I'm free," and then a really bright light, a flash of light, and then we were set. You were laying there in the middle of the floor, and the throne was gone, the tables were gone, your automaton body was gone, and your father was gone as well. And that's what happened.
Am I hearing this?
Yeah, we're not being quiet. You're right behind us. I
Yeah,
believe.
you're right behind us. You can hear us talking.
Pericles, just a thought. By any chance,
Great.
did you
I didn't hear
recognize the
you.
voice? Could that have possibly been the king that said, "I'm free"?
Did it?
I don't know.
When?
That's something I need to ask a higher power that's not
Well,
sitting in us right now.
What's up?
that kind of makes a little sense.
The
Is when you say free
DM,
two souls.
Exactly.
My
DM,
soul's still
did
here.
I recognize the voice that said "I'm free"? Did it come from Akir or Ligon or the King?
You don't know. It just
I
sounded
don't know.
different. It sounded different to you.
Right.
I'm
It
just
just
I'm just thinking
it
here, and he said two souls free repeated 4 times. Obviously, Legan's still here. I'm wondering if Legan
well
isn't the
he
one that was free.
freed
Well, Grizz, you actually don't know what he said. Oh wait,
Ligon's
yeah,
soul
never mind.
is
Sorry.
Yeah, we all heard that.
Ligon's soul is free though. It's free from that curse that was holding it,
Then,
Well,
keeping him away
then
from
who's the second?
himself. So, but the second soul, that's the one.
well.
I'm not sure
Oh,
if it freed the king from this mountain, from whatever was keeping him here. I'm not sure if it.
oh, don't.
I'm not. I don't know.
My soul was tied to my body.
Right.
Still, right?
But it was freed from the automaton. It was freed from the curse.
I mean, you could have just scratched the sigil on there, and I would have bounced right back to my body.
I'm
You
just
see what I'm saying? I
No,
don't know. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I do, and I don't know. Um,
It's just kind of weird that it's just kind
Leatrix
of
said that she she might be the one to ask because she might know more about it than me, but I don't know. I really don't know.
What do you say, Leatrix? What do you
I,
think?
I mean, all I know is I heard I am free, and that was the end of it. And he was back in the body. I don't know
Right,
much
but
more than that.
where have you seen this ritual before? The king said that this is the first time it was done. Where have you seen this before? You said that you recognized it.
Hmm. All I know is it was done on me.
It was that's interesting. So is this not your original body? Is that what you're saying?
I
Or
don't
it
know.
was?
I still don't remember a lot of my past. It could not be my body. I just
Right.
But I've seen statues of myself, so I look just like me. So maybe at one point from the stuff I've done in the past that I don't remember, I had caused myself to free for my body for some time until I was brought back.
Well, let's see where this cave
DM. How
leads
long do
to.
we have until the cave closes? Entrance.
It seems like you guys have been walking for like an hour now, and it's still open, as far as you know.
Let's see where this cave
Well,
leads
no,
to.
I mean,
But
like, when did it close? The last time we were in here, how long before when we walked out? You remember it closed?
2
2 hours.
hours.
So we have about
Um,
an hour.
I didn't tell you this either, Pericles, but you do notice that the magical presence that you had is gone. Like there's doesn't feel magical at all in that cave anymore.
I kind of figured. I'm just chugging along, seeing if we can find any signs of anything.
So as you guys keep going, Torben, you just notice the same thing. You actually notice sunlight coming from the end. You're actually what seemed like possibly another entrance or an exit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'll head back to the group
Okay.
and I'll appear.
Okay. I need Grizz and everyone to roll intimidation. See if they get jump scared.
You mean a Constitution save?
Technically, it would be Torben rolling intimidation. We're not intimidating him.
Alright. No, I was just teasing. You guys noticed a little green goblin peer.
I cast lightning bolt. No, I'm just kidding.
If I did try it,
Banishment. Just kidding.
I don't know.
No,
Can you
don't.
cast banishment on a character? Well, yes, I guess you
Yeah,
can.
You can cast
you're just
banishment
gone
on
for you're just gone
any
for a minute.
creature.
But I think if it's a creature that's native to this plane of existence,
You would come back. You would just be
You just
banished
have
to a
to
different
keep
plane.
concentration on it. Once you lose concentration, he'll reappear in the spot that he was banished from.
So
you
if you were from like the nine hells and I banished you, you would stay there after the minute. But where you're from this plane, you would come right back to where you.
Anyways, this is an irrelevant conversation. Um,
So, as Torben comes back to you guys notice he just appears out of nowhere. Because of the light,
oh shit!
you guys notice
Corbin,
him
you
come
gotta
out.
quit doing that, man. You're gonna give me a heart attack one of these days. I'm older than I look, you know.
I don't care. Yeah. um, it looks like there's light coming at the end of the tunnel. Like it might be another exit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. This tunnel's just a tunnel. No, it's not. Doesn't lead anywhere.
So as obviously as Logan,
We,
do I
we might
remember
as well.
Sorry.
like anything from the curse saying that something would happen like this, or from the
All you
sorceress
know,
or anything?
you didn't even know that there was a cure. All you know is that uh, you were cursed because of what your father done. stuff like that.
because of what I did.
Oh, what you did and everything, and so in a way your father was punished, and so now you feel. So that's all you know. You didn't know there was a cure. You didn't know any of that until this.
I'm gonna. Alright, let's see if this works. I am going to put my hand on Ligon's shoulder.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if he's still in this world.
Let
And
me
then I'm
try.
gonna.
Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna cast sending.
What's that?
Because I don't want you to waste your big spell if it's a big spell. Sending is just a message. I could send it anywhere, and I have to use 25 words or less.
Okay.
Um,
Do you get a
yeah. So
response
you
or?
send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar, which I'm very familiar with. The creature hears this message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in like a manner immediately. The
Okay.
spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. So even if we didn't speak the same language, it would understand the meaning of it. You could send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to cast it.
Okay.
Dad, what happened to you? I'm counting. Sorry. Where are you? I'm back in my body. And everything disappeared.
Disappeared is one word, bro.
Counting syllables.
Oh, sorry. So that's what,
You're at 16.
16? Tell us where we could find you. And then I'll just end it there.
Okay. And
That's 23. So yeah.
did you say that he could respond to it
Yeah, immediately.
if he's conscious or if he's around?
I could, on any plane, so you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature which you are familiar with. The creature hears your message in its mind, recognizes you as a sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence. Yeah, you don't need to know. He has a higher intelligence than 1. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive. So that's up to you. You have to roll the percentage dice
I got you.
if he's not on the same plane.
As you finish that, I'm gonna say that's clever. Mine only works on this plane.
Okay.
Oh, I'm pretty wise.
So you get a response.
Okay.
Um,
Can you do Akir's voice?
I don't think I can. I'm trying to think. Uh, I'm here.
Start with oi.
Oi,
Not like that. Oi.
I'm here.
Oi.
Don't know where. I'm here. This is all you hear.
Does he sound like hurt?
Yeah. Like he sounds like he's exhausted more.
And he said, I'm here. I don't know where I am.
I'm here
I'm here though.
though.
As in, like he's alive, I think is what he means.
But that's all you heard.
Like I mean, I
And
want to
nobody can hear it but me. It's in my mind.
Right.
So
So did he respond?
he did. He said, "I'm here. I don't know where, but I'm here though." Those are his exact words.
Right. Well, at least we know he's alive.
He sounds like he's pretty exhausted and maybe hurt. I think he.
Well, the ritual probably took a lot out of him. He's probably fairly well exhausted. But he responded. That's good. We can you can continue to send him messages here and there. He's smart enough. He'll be able to explore and figure out where he might be, and then we can also do our research and try to figure out where he is. We
Agreed.
might be able to get him back.
Is there anything in that book of yours that you found in there?
Leatrix, did you give me the book back?
Yeah, I let you keep it because I told you that it was meant for you, apparently. So you keep it.
Okay.
Like, is there
I'm gonna.
anything where he maybe the original king would go visit on a different plane or different something? Like maybe that's where he went. I don't.
Um.
I don't know if he's on a different plane of existence or
Right.
not. But
I'm not sure. From reading through it, I don't remember anything like that. I did skim through most of it. Let me when we get a chance to sit down and kind of and rest a bit, then I'll go through it, and I don't need to sleep near as long as the rest of everyone to get my rest, so I can spend a lot of time
to
actually reading through it and figuring it out.
to be honest,
Hey,
I'm so glad I
But
chose that
hey
same spot.
everyone. So
if not to not to put down everything that's happening right now with you, but we also need to remember that we are being invaded by an evil force. And
Ye-
until I think it's important that we figure out what's happening with your father and where he is, but we also need to make sure that we're taking care of the threat at hand. I don't think your father is in danger right now. I
I
don't.
think you're right. I'll need to get my shit back now. I guess it's my dad gave it to me. I got the deed. I'll need to get that back.
Right, and
So after all this, I'm able to go find him.
right, and from what I seen, and I'm sure you saw it as well over in when we fought that dipshit, and I
Baylor.
wiped out. Right, they have it. Whoever the Dark Lord's forces, they have your ship.
Well, I think
So
we put a
we,
big damper on the Dark Lord's invasion by killing Baylor.
I
Um,
agree. I think that
but
was, I think that was a big, I think that was a big setback for him, and I think right now we have time because he's gonna have to regroup, regather his forces a bit. I think we have time to go and start recruiting again, like we was doing before. We need to hit up some
um,
more of these cities and
I think we need to think of the bigger picture here, guys. I think you guys are not looking at the whole thing. Like, what? How do we know that now that the king is possibly freed and no longer in the cavern? How do we know he is not the Dark Lord himself, since no one's seen him?
because as far as
I
I
don't
know,
I don't think the
from
Dark Lord would have helped
previous
us.
sessions,
He helped us to help him to get
uh,
released.
we got told that it's his brother that's attacking. The Dark Lord's on Gominus still, which is a different continent if you didn't know, Chris.
Fair point as well.
So I don't think I'll look at Leatrix. Is he the Dark Lord?
I mean, not as far as I can see, but I mean, you learn new shit every day.
I just think
Yeah.
it's kind of weird how he doesn't reach out to Leatrix. He doesn't talk to Leatrix
Well,
in the
if he
cave,
was,
and
if he,
he's
sorry,
just
go.
he's not really, like interjecting himself with Leatrix. Now, if this was all because of her, and did we help him, or did he help us to help him?
Maybe. I mean, it's a good theory, but
I
we
think
got
either way, we still need to gather forces against him. Whether that was him or not, we're gonna
that
have to face him eventually, and we're gonna need an army.
as
We need
he's saying this,
we
I'm gonna
need to
pull the map
go
out.
around and finish doing what we started out doing. We need to go gather forces. Whether whether that king was the Dark Lord or not, I don't think makes that much of a difference.
I think it makes a lot of difference, but okay.
It could make a difference. So as he's talking like that, I'm gonna pull the map out. Where are we?
You now I gotta pull the map out.
Like, because I believe the cave entrance was north, west of Festia. Well, northeast of Sarah as
It was
well,
in the
correct?
same mountain
You
range
guys were
as
in.
the
You guys.
halls of
Oh,
Shandakul.
it's above Shalak. That's right.
No, Shalak is where you guys defeated Baylor.
Okay.
Festia. So you guys are in the. If you look at the cave
That's why
between
he said it's
Sarah and
above
Festia.
Shalak.
No, it's between Festia and Sarah
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
forest area. If you look, there's a little cave right there. That's the one that you guys just went into.
okay. And
So
now
you guys are
we
through
just
the
went all
mountain.
the way.
Yeah, you just went straight through, and you guys are technically in the northern part of those mountains towards the halls of Shandokul and Traditor.
All right. I think we need to go back through the cave to go back south. Maybe hit up Sarah.
We
To
could.
that port.
We were traveling through the northern cities before,
Yeah.
and we didn't really. I mean, we hit a couple of them, but we didn't really hit all the ones that we wanted to.
I don't
We
think we have
hit.
enough time to go through the cave and make it out the other side.
Well, I mean,
Well, I can teleport us back to quite a few places actually. I'm fairly familiar with a lot of the cities around here. I can teleport us for faster travel through to most places.
yeah.
It's just it takes a lot out of me to do it, but I can. And now that apparently my father, who's fucking alive, he gave me this stone so I can actually cast my teleportation an extra time
Um,
each day.
since you know your
Which is weird
father's
that he
alive,
had this since he wasn't a magic user. That's kind of funny to me.
I got a
But
question. Let's
yeah,
start walking. Let's decide where we're going, and then I've got a question for you.
Uh,
right. I got
sorry, is Brad? Can you hear us? You know you're muted, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I was just
Alright.
making sure that you knew he's muted.
Well, what about? And I'll point. What if you could teleport us over to Anahor in the southeast part of the continent? We haven't hit down there yet. Could you teleport us over there?
can someone send the map in the group real quick so I can look at it?
Oh, can. Do. Oh, uh,
Because I know I have it somewhere, I just don't know where I have it.
Should be in the chat if you scroll up high enough.
I know, but it's way up there.
Yeah, there's lots of wieners and stuff in the chat.
Because I have a D&D folder that has all the maps and stuff on my computer somewhere, but I don't know where the fuck it is.
Come here. I know where it's at. I can get it real fast.
Well, I was asking because I know Logan was just looking at it, so I was trying to.
yeah, I have it saved to my desktop.
There it is. Oh, dang it!
That was Darian just psyched you guys out.
Darian
here.
just psyched me out.
I could do this.
Nope,
Share
I just
screen.
sent it.
I had to make a
There it
comment
is.
on Grizz's thing.
Great. So you want me to go down to Port Anahor? That's what you're saying, right?
Make a comment
Or
there.
the city, right? Anahor.
Yeah, the bottom. southeast of the continent. Yeah.
Your comment about the wieners.
That
Oh, I
way,
put a
we only
glyph in
have
there.
one direction to go. Well, technically two, I guess, north and west.
All
We
right,
could hit all them.
DM. Knowing my job and how much I've traveled through Alexandria, how well do I know Anahor?
You've been there. You've been to the port. It's a military fort.
It is a military, so I would probably have been there a few times, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I can take it. Yeah, I can teleport us down to Anahor if we're in consensus to go there.
Oh.
Well, I thought we were supposed to go to Fort Rainier. Didn't the general tell us to go there?
Did he?
When we
Did he?
fought Baylor, he told us to go to
I
Fort
think
Rainier.
he said that's where he was going. I don't know. I honestly don't remember.
I could have swore he told us to go there.
I
To
honestly don't remember either, sadly.
Dan,
Well, DM.
I'm almost positive he said
Did
he
he
told
say
us
that?
he was going somewhere else.
Yeah, he asked if you guys would make your way south towards Fort Rainier, and he would
That's what I
go,
thought.
No.
and he would go
Okay.
towards like Darius, Daria, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
All right.
Well, that doesn't mean
Good
we
call,
can't
Chris.
start in Anahor. We can start in Anahor and work our way to Fort Rainier.
We can hit
Because he's
Christia
not going there
and head.
himself. He didn't say to
Yeah.
gather there and to meet there. He
Well,
said to head that way to
I'm
gather
from
forces.
I'm from Fort Rainier, so I might have a little sway also there.
Right. Well, anywhere on a military base, I mean, I have quite a bit of sway as well.
Rock, paper, rollies. Roll d20. See where we go.
It's up to you guys. I can take us if it's a military compound. I can take us there probably no
I
problem.
think so.
That's easy
Fort
for me.
Rainier is a military
Wherever everyone
compound
decides
as well,
to go,
right?
I will follow. I'll be back.
Well,
Fort
I mean,
Rainier.
we could go Fort Rainier and then just head east towards Anahor and hit the
Right.
towns in between.
We can do either way. If we go Anahor, we can go up to Favis and over down to Christ or up to Styria, Daria.
Yeah.
We can hit
Well,
Krister and Kellic.
Daria and Staria is the way that the general went. So
Oh,
Yeah.
we can go Anahor and then over to Krister, Kellic, and Fort Rainier from there. Or if you want, I can teleport us down to Fort Rainier, and we can
Let's do
head
it.
over. We can hit Festia north, and then we can go and hit Serra on the port. Either
Well-
way, there's a few cities along the way that we can hit, and
Oh,
as long as we rest in between each one, I mean, I
well,
can get rid of a lot of the travel because I can teleport us to most of those cities.
so by judging where we're at, if we go through the cave again, let's save your
Right.
big spell. Let's save your big spell unless we're in trouble.
Well, I was just gonna use
No,
this little
just
rock.
listen to me. Just listen to me.
All right.
We go through the cave. We hit Sarah. We take right, and then we go back over to Festia. Fort Rainier is what? Maybe 1 or 2 days walk from here. So, I mean,
Well-
let's save your spell just in case. Because what if we get into a jam and we're fucked?
Well,
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
why
like-
that's why I'm saying if we only do it once a day to teleport, I can use this rock because this rock is only good for teleportation, and it doesn't take any of my spells away. So if I use this rock, then I can still cast all my high level spells, but this rock is only good for teleportation. So if I only use it once a day, then I can still use my high level spells for fights.
Did we already use it this day? No, we said we had.
We
long-
did. No, we used
Yeah.
it yesterday. Yeah,
You
we
guys
used it
already-
yesterday, so
yeah,
I can
you-
use it today.
All right, let's just go to Fort Rainier then. I was just thinking about walking because it's only a day to Sarah where we're at.
if you go
Right.
through the
walk.
cave, yeah, it's probably a full day.
Yeah. Oh, look, we
I'll
haven't
leave it
hit
up to you
Sarah.
guys if you wanna take a day to get there, but I feel like we might be getting to a point, especially after we've killed Baylor, that this dark king, whatever he is,
I would like to
He,
use my legs. I haven't used these legs in a long time, to be honest.
right. If you want to, that's fine. I was just
These legs
thinking
are
that
made
after
for
we
walking.
killed After
That's
we
just
killed
what they'll
Baelor, the
do.
Dark King might
But-
start getting desperate and speeding up his invasion if he knows that we're powerful enough to take out his most powerful general. So he
Well,
might
I
speed
mean,
things up, and we might
don't-
be pressed for time.
Don't let me decide. Let everybody else as well. Like it's going.
Well, we'll take a
agree.
vote on it. If you guys want to walk, like you said, it's only a day to Sarah. We can walk there. It's fine. I have no issues with it. You know, maybe kill some bandits along the way. Actually gain some experience. Maybe I'll figure out a couple new spells along the way. But
Well,
it's up
Grace,
to
what do you
it's up to
think?
the group.
Grace,
I think he said.
what do you think, Grace?
I think
wrong.
we should follow what the general told us to do, but
Well, I mean, we're heading
Well,
down
that's
that
what
way.
we're doing. We're heading south. That's what we're doing. It's a means of how we're getting there, whether we're walking or whether we're teleporting. That's the question.
Either we teleport straight to Fort Rainier and skip over 2 towns.
are these
Well, I was
towns,
talking about teleporting to
are
Sarah.
these towns like
They either want to teleport or they want to walk. One wants to walk because he hasn't had his legs for very long. He just got them back. But one wants to teleport to make it faster. So we're trying to decide: do we teleport? Do we walk?
I guess let's just walk. If you think those 2
I'd rather
towns
just
are
walk.
gonna be important, then let's walk. If you
Well,
think they're not gonna
we
be,
got twig arms and now we got twig legs. So twig legs
No,
needs
my
strength.
legs are all like pull up my pants and they're just freaking stacked. They're muscle. They're huge. They're
As he
massive.
does it, you just notice chicken legs. Just
No, I have a freaking massive.
He's
I have a
stacked.
lot of. I have big strength. I have a lot of strength.
I'm just kidding. I was kidding.
All right, I'm just heading that way, and I'll point. I'll
Yeah,
point towards
Let's
the
just
cave.
start walking. It's
entrance.
fine. If
perfect,
we
That's
need
fine.
to teleport later, we can teleport later.
perfect.
All right.
Let's just
And
walk.
This
so
sounds like a plan to me.
we'll start. We'll go
Just
back
start
through the
walking.
cave.
Okay. You guys into the darkness again.
I still have light on my battle axe. I never said I'd get rid of it. Actually, I gotta see how
Well,
long.
you
it
entered the dark cave.
I think it lasts 10 minutes.
lasts. Okay, so then it's probably gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it lasts an hour,
There you go.
which I would have had to cast it a few times. It's a cantrip, so I'm not like worried about it. So if I have to cast it again, I will. As we're walking though, I'm gonna right about that question. I'll hide for you, please.
Right,
Since
go ahead.
you know now that your dad is alive, if you want, I could send him a message as long as you can disguise yourself as him, so I can familiarize myself with him. I could send him a message.
I could technically scry on him too. I'm not that interested in him right now.
Okay, I was just curious if you wanted to see if he gave a shit about you or not. But
If he gave a shit about me, he would have been here for the last 120 years.
oh, that's true. But I mean, it could have been the same way with my dad. You know, maybe he had to sacrifice something to save you.
Dun, dun,
Well, I'm,
dun.
I'm
Or
assuming
my
that
dad had to
has
sacrifice
something to
them.
do with that.
Or
But
exactly like Grizzly. But I mean, it's just an option. If you want to, just think about it. If you want to, I can do it. I can do it multiple times.
I mean, you could
Um,
try it, but I'm assuming that if he hasn't been found all these years, then he
Oh, I can
has
find
some
him.
sort of protections around him that
It reaches his
block
head no
people
matter
from
what.
finding him.
Well, I won't know where he is. I could send him a message. Like, he'll be able to hear me instantly.
Fair enough.
So it's not like a locate spell or anything.
Well,
It's just
I
me
mean,
talking to him in
it's
25
not.
words.
I'm gonna how to disguise. I'm gonna disguise myself as my father.
Okay.
I'm about
You see a big-
about 3-4 inches taller, stronger build. Arms are decently bigger. Twig arms. He's older. He's got kind of a military style cut. He's got a big ass scar that goes from his right eye all the way over the top of his head. He looks like a very mean army general.
Okay. I'll just like stare at him as we're walking and just familiarize myself with how he looks. So it's like,
I'm gonna look at Ligon and imagine he talks like a dickhead too.
all right,
The fucking archer. And that's
all
all
right,
he
all right,
fucking
all
cared about me growing up was being a fucking archer.
right.
It wasn't until he disappeared that I was able to venture out on my own, and that's when I found the old sage that taught me magic.
All right. What would you like me to say to him in 25 words?
Well,
We're walking as we're doing this.
right.
DM.
Well, tell him I received the item that he sent.
Okay, so as you as you disguised yourself as your dad, you guys notice that Leatrix stops, and her eyes through the bandages glow brighter green again, and then it dissipates as quickly as it came, and then she like kind of shakes, and you notice that blue tint a little bit brighter now around her.
Okay. What would you
Okay,
like me to say to him?
we'll just tell him
I'll just,
that I received the item he sent. Tell him that I'm a powerful. Well, he probably knows that. Just
would you
ask
like
him
me
if he
to?
wants me to find him.
Okay.
Tell him I received the item he sent, and ask him if he wants me to find him.
Okay. And then I'll go over and look at Leatrix and do an insight check, see what the fuck just happened. Which I have a passive insight of a 20. I don't know if you want me to roll higher than that.
So every time that you've seen this, you've noticed that she remembers something from her past.
Okay. So before I send this message, Leatrix, what
Mhm.
did you just remember?
I don't know if I want to break anyone's heart.
That's not my question.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, I
look at
can
her.
tell you, but it's going to let's just say it's gonna hit one of us really hard.
I'm assuming it's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
look at her.
Pericles. So
I'm gonna look
it's
at
up
her.
to him.
I'm gonna look at her. I'd rather know before I try and send him a message.
Agreed.
Well, now I understand why your dad's alive. As I look at whatever his name is,
Pericles.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Hercules. I'm gonna call you Percules.
Pericles. Pericles.
Now I know why your dad's alive. Fortunately, it's not the reason you think it is. He is the one that is leading the armies to Alexandria. He's one of the generals that's leading them there.
Oh shit.
My father is a general for the Dark Lord.
Yeah, that's basically what I saw. So
Hmm.
I don't know if your dad's being like, I don't know. I just that's all I know.
What's up with your guys' dads always fighting for somebody else and not
I
us?
don't know. We got daddy issues,
Like,
okay?
I mean, first it was Grizzly. He's fighting for the goblins. And now it's Pericles. He's fighting for the enemy.
He's more
Like,
enslaved with the goblins, but okay.
but he's still fighting for him, right?
It's
So, I
daddy.
mean, don't get me wrong, Pericles. So you could tell now that he's in his body, he's very similar to Ikir.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe it's something like how Balo did with my dad. Tried to make him fight for the Dark Lord? Maybe it's something like that.
So I'm gonna stop
So-
walking at this point. And I'm just looking at my feet, and I'm gonna look at still in my father's form. I'm gonna look at my hands.
So, would you like to send a different message now?
Fuck you.
I mean, do you think now let's trying to send him a message is going to let him know that we're on our way? Do we want him to know that we're on our way?
I mean, I'm not going to tell him we're on our way. That's not what I'm going to say to him.
Well, at this point, he doesn't know that we know who he is or what he's doing.
He
So
knows you,
let's
though,
just
right?
leave it at that. And I'm gonna go back to my actual. I'm gonna go back to my actual. Like I'm just gonna dissipate the disguise self.
Where
Like
did you get the stone again?
myself.
Oh, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out here, guys. So obviously, Pericles' dad is obviously a descendant of the king. I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, I'm thinking this is a little fishy, dude. Just
Okay,
don't-
hold on, hold on.
I mean,
Stop lining up.
Where did the rock
Grizzlies.
come from? Hold on, where did the rock come from that Pericles got?
The general gave it to
The
him.
general gave it to him.
The general
Okay.
gave it to me,
And it was
and he
from-
said that my father gave it to him.
But your father gave it to you. Now, knowing about your father, don't you think that your father's tracking us at this point with that?
He could.
Why else would your father want you to have it?
I'm going to do
And,
keen eye
and
on.
how would the
Can you-
general? And how would the general get it from the dad if they're on opposite sides? This is interesting.
Mic
Damn,
drop.
this is going big. So, can you hold that rock out for my peg, please?
I'm gonna hold it out.
I'm gonna do because I can do this because I'm a Dust Corvum now. I'm gonna do keen eye on it, see if there's a tracking spell on it.
You do notice that you can be tracked with it, but you don't know if you are being tracked with it.
But it does have a
Shit.
tracking spell attached to it.
And I'll tell him. I'll tell it. That stone has a tracking spell on it.
There's also something you notice that if you put enough magical essence into it and throw it, it will explode like a bomb, like a nuclear
Okay.
bomb.
Oh, you could use that shit as a bomb, Hercules. Just shoot some magic into it and then throw it, and it'll be a bomb. It'll blow up.
But you don't know if it's already got some in it either.
Oh shit! Somebody could.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna huck it behind us as hard as I can with my -1 modifier.
Oh, I'm going to. Actually, I was going to dispel it, but
He threw it. Go
you
ahead.
threw it. So
Go ahead and roll to throw it.
The athletics.
that'd be dexterity.
Yeah, just throw a dexterity.
Oh, sorry, I'm not DM. Sorry.
So I guess
Well,
dexterity.
are you just trying to throw it, or are you trying to throw it accurately? Because that would make a difference.
I'm trying to throw it as far as I can.
Okay, so you're
He
just
throws
tugging
it
so
straight to
do
the
a
right.
strength to see how far you can actually throw it.
Well, that's not as
So you
terrible.
throw it, and you guys have been
Actually, pretty good.
walking, and it actually lands about to the other entrance. And as it hits, all of you need to roll dex saves.
We're out of the cave. I'm not gonna throw it in the cave.
You guys went through the cave though.
Yeah, we're in the cave.
Okay, well,
right
I'm not gonna throw it if we're. I was
so
picturing
you-
us out in the open. I'm
so
not gonna
you-
throw it in the cave.
But it already happened.
If I thought we were already out though, so if we're still in the cave, I'm not gonna throw it.
Okay, so this all happened in the cave, and you threw it, and it actually landed at the entrance. But you guys weren't that far in, so it actually landed outside. So a lot of what's gonna happen went outside, but you guys still need to roll dex saves.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I knew we were in the cave, I wouldn't throw it.
Yeah, you guys were in caves.
So I didn't throw it then.
Okay, so you guys didn't.
I would only throw it if we were out in the open because I'm smart enough
Go
to
on.
not cave in the fucking cave on us.
Oh, I got it.
And I'm smart enough to know I can't throw it far enough to. I don't have enough confidence in my strength to throw it outside of the cave.
I mean, you threw it pretty far still, but yeah, but if
I would
I
I
thought you
would
knew
say
you was
if
in the
we're in
cave
the
still, because you guys
no, I
walked
thought we
I
were
thought
walking.
I thought we were outside the cave too, to be honest.
because you guys
I
said
Yeah.
you
thought
were
we
going
walked
through,
for a
and so you
while.
were walking, and then you started role playing, so you never actually
Yeah.
left the cave.
Oh, we walked
Okay.
back through.
That's
Yeah.
what. Yeah, that was the.
Oh, okay. I missed that part when I was gone.
okay.
Ja.
If you make me throw it
Torben, you
because I
won.
said it, I'll do
Just
it.
throw
But
it. It's fine. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so technically we went through it all. You did, so I'll go with off everyone's deck saves, which. Oh, go ahead.
Which, if you threw it
17.
kind
That
of
was
outside, it'd
almost
be a lower DC, so it'd be alright.
really bad for me.
So
It was almost a 1, but it's a 17.
all of you are fine. You guys all keep on, but there is what seems like so an explosion happened, and the end of that cave ends up collapsing. Um, you guys feel a rush of air, and it hits you guys. You guys all stay on your feet fairly well because it was far enough where it doesn't do any damage to you guys. But it was like it kind of hit you, and like kind of thing. It's pretty dusty in the air. But you noticed that it was full of magic, and used as an explosion.
Holy shit, that could have been us.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
I think maybe. I'm gonna send a message to that fucking general.
I'm just gonna walk
Yeah.
past everyone. I'm just gonna walk.
Okay, so it
I'll
is
make
pretty.
sure. Does anybody need any healing right now? Is everybody good?
Even with the light he has, it's pretty dusty because of the explosion. So you guys can't see very far in front of you, and it's actually a little hard to breathe. All you smell is dust and everything like that.
I think we're getting the black lung, guys.
I feel it too.
So Grizzly, do you think, oh my god, like, what if the general that gave us that is working for the Dark Lord? And he's recruiting for the Dark Lord.
Aw, shit.
Kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, how would the general get the stone from Pericles' dad?
Exactly.
How I don't know.
Holy shit. So he's going to
And then you know, I mean, if we just go over everything that we know, obviously I'm free. The king disappears. Pericles
well,
is related to the king.
I'm starting to get a fucking headache.
Torben, so
I think it all starts to tie into each other a little bit.
I don't think anyone knows that I am related to the king yet,
So-
other than Leatrix.
Oh, I thought you told us that.
No, I had talked to Leatrix about it, but I haven't talked to anyone else about
No,
it.
I thought you did in the cave when we met the king the first time before she got the bow.
He never said it.
so
No, I never said anything.
So Grizzly, Leatrix, Torben, and Pericles, all you guys know the general not to betray the current king of Alexandria because they're like pretty much brothers. So you wouldn't see him betraying it, but it does add questions. So I'm just telling you that because you don't see him as that.
Well, do you think maybe if he is working for the Dark Lord, let's just say as we're walking, DM. What if he told us to go to Fort Rainier and it's a trap?
Don't know what to believe anymore.
I thought all the troops were north, not south.
Oh no, but we're supposed to be recruiting just like the general is.
I'm gonna say
he
that
told us-
I'm gonna say from kind of in front of everyone. Is that what the general told you? That all the forces were being fought from the north. Because if he's working for the bastard, then obviously he's not gonna tell us the fucking truth.
The DM told us that everything was north.
Well,
What the fuck is a DM?
Technically,
the general said it. Yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If the general's the one that told you that,
Well, I mean,
And he wouldn't.
all the
Whoa, whoa,
acid
whoa, whoa.
rain, everything, that's all up by Alexandria.
Yeah,
Right,
So
we know that
that's where
personally.
the
we haven't.
magic is coming in. That doesn't mean that's where all the forces are, because as we've
Um,
seen, there's forces that aren't demonic in nature. There's forces that are just like us that could be invading from the south. We don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
well, all I'm saying is because this raises some questions. If the general is working for the Dark Lord, and he told us to go down towards Fort Rainier, is it a trap?
Is it still a trap if we know about it?
Yeah.
Let's bring the trap.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. But I mean, let's just go. I'm just saying, just be prepared. Which now we are. So let's just should all send the general a message.
Do we still have our horses outside the cave the way we're walking?
Yes.
We
Oh shit! I
should.
forgot
Are
we
they
had.
still
We
tied up
tied
out
him up.
there?
We tied him up
Maybe.
right there,
Yeah.
so they should be there. We'll see when we
Oh,
get outside the cave.
Except Torben, he didn't have one.
oh, I didn't have
Yeah,
one
get up
either.
on me.
I have a. I have a.
Or
map.
no, he rode my horse. Remember, because I was laying on my own,
That's
or I was
No,
being
you.
carried.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Put him on something next to you, didn't you? So he was floating
the
next to you.
floating disc.
No, I just walk.
No, that was his
Oh, okay.
plant.
Because he's faster than a horse. That's why he's walking.
We had
That's
his
right. It was the
flower on
plant.
the
Yeah.
floating disc.
What did we ever get rid of the flower? Take it in? What happened to the
No,
flower?
Corbin
No,
still has
we
it.
dug a hole and planted it, and we left it out there by the horses.
That's true. You did just leave
Son of a bitch.
it.
So I say we retrieve this plant. Maybe Pericles can do something with it. And we get on our horses and we head to wherever. If we're going to little towns or if we're going to Fort Rainier, wherever we're going, I say we do it on horseback. That way we can move faster.
Yeah,
I'm
that sounds good.
going to. Let me see if I actually have this.
So at this point, you guys see the other light at the end of the tunnel.
Do I have it? Howard's copying everything I say right now.
I just like doing it.
I just like doing it.
Fuck, do I have it? Don't you say that.
Just continue walking to the end of the tunnel to get out the
Um,
cave, and then get
I-
out and go from there.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna.
walking still. I'm sorry.
So you
I'm
guys
just
are
looking.
about the entrance now. You guys
Oh, I
see the light.
can do it. I'm going to, as a
See the
fate.
light.
I don't have a. It's not a spell, but as we're walking, I'm going to sit there and close my eyes, grab my holy symbol, and I'm going to cast or use divine intervention. As an action, you can request your deity's aid and roll a percentile dice. If you roll is equal or less than 14, which is my level, your deity intervenes. Your DM chooses the nature of the intervention. If successful, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you could use it again after a long rest.
So what's this?
So I'm going to ask.
We gotta roll a percentage die to see if he intervenes, right?
Yeah, I'm going to let you know what I'm going to add. Well, I guess I can.
Roll the percentage dice first.
Percentage. That's a D100. So it has to be a 14 or under. It is not 73. So it doesn't.
Okay. So it doesn't work then.
No.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
So you guys
It was
get
worth
to
a
the
try.
you guys get back to the entrance. You notice your horses are still there. That plant is actually a little bit bigger, like it grown overnight. And you noticed that some of the plants that were around it by the cave, not the forest, by the cave, are dead because of it. like it drained a lot of the magical essence from that cave when it was sitting there.
What? Did I? My nature sucks. Never mind.
But we are going to end our session here today because we're going to be missing somebody and he's needs to be here. So sorry it's for a short session today, you guys. But we did get a lot done, and it was great. You guys did it. You guys are achieved some stuff, so it was good. So I appreciate everybody in the live stream being here. If you haven't done so yet, please smash that like button. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and wait for part 14 of the invasion of Alexandria. Ah, yeah. Catch you in the next one.